Hello, it's June 1st, and today is day -7 of my stay here at OHSU, heading towards my bone marrow transplant. And the first thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to a group of individuals who I worked with for many, many years. They're the UPS crew and staff down at Salem, Oregon. I had the honor of working there with these individuals for 19 years, and it's been like one of the best experiences of my life. Matter of fact, one of the saddest things about this whole deal is the fact that I had to quit doing what I wanted to do earlier than I wanted to do. I'm 61 now, and I wanted to keep going until I was about 65. And it's almost kind of like losing a loved one, having to leave so early, because I really, 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 truly enjoyed my job. And enjoyed the freedom, and enjoyed seeing the dogs every day, and the people on my route, and the people I worked with. But anyway, once the people I worked with found out what I was going through, because I did keep it hush hush for several months, they came together like gangbusters. And there's a couple of people that, to my knowledge, that were really involved with massing the troops and looking to help me out. And that was Ryan Corwin and Amber, one of our supervisors, I think, played a big role. There may have been others, and if you were, I'm sorry, I don't know that. But I know Ryan and Frankie Galvez were instigators in a lot of this stuff. So thank everybody, be it an instigator or just be it a donator. But they collected quite a bit of money, and they bought me a bunch of gifts, and I wanted to share some of those with you because it seems like these people did a background check on what to give a leukemia patient, because this stuff they gave me is just absolutely fantastic. I have these really cool fleece-lined socks. That whole sock is just full of fleece, if you can make that out, all the way down to the toes. These are really, really warm. Cool thing about these is they got the little stickies on the bottom, so I can walk around in the OHSU with them, because the nurses don't want you sliding and falling down when you're walking. These pants, similarly, are completely fleece lined all the way down to the ankles. They're truly amazing. They're very substantial. They're very heavy. I've worn these at home, and I've worn the socks at home. And it's been fantastic. And then this recently showed up. I wore this last night to bed, actually. I think this was a Ryan Corwin last minute edition, but I wore this hat. Got on backwards. Very, very warm. Covers the ears, covers everything, really nice. And I wore this to bed last night. I'm a little warmer now, so I'm not wearing my cold gear. But it will be coming in handy in the next couple of days. I had my chemotherapy last night, my very first round of the buto, whatever it's called. Let's see what it's called. Busulfan. Had the very first round of busulfan last night, and my body reacted pretty good to it. I do feel slightly lightheaded today. I mean, I'm able to walk around, go to the bathroom, all that kind of stuff. Get up, sit down, have my breakfast. I haven't got lunch yet. It's about 12 in the afternoon. But I've taken care of that first dose pretty dang good. They gave me all kinds of pills and different things before I had my chemotherapy. The chemotherapy ran for 3 hours, from 12 until 3 in the morning, and then after that they did 3 lab tests in a row at like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 6 o'clock, just to see how my numbers adjusted. They all held pretty well. The platelets were still solid. The white blood cells went down a little bit, and the red blood cells are still kind of solid. But as I progress with this regimen, and as you progress with your regimens, if you're doing just orals, like especially if you're doing the manatinib or the dasatinib or the ponatinib or any of those TKIs, it's going to mess with your counts. and you'll be getting transfusions either of platelets or blood, red blood transfusions. And what will happen, especially with the red blood, is as your numbers go down below like 8, right now I'm at like 11 or 12, and that's fine. But when they drop below 8, they start getting concerned and they give you red blood cells. And as your numbers drop below like, I think when it starts affecting me when I'm at like 9.5, a little bit lower than 9.5, you start getting kind of anemic, and then you start getting kind of cold. So this cold weather gear really comes in handy because it makes you nice and toasty. You don't have that discomforting cold in you anymore. So keep that in mind when you are doing any bone marrow, chemotherapy regimens. Have some warm gear, warm beanies, warm jackets, warm coats, warm pants, warm socks to help you through it, because it'll make it a lot more enjoyable for you. But anyway, that's the update. Today is day -7. So in 7 days, I'll get my bone marrow transplant, and we'll continue on. And again, a big shout out, a big thank you for all those people at UPS who did what they did. What they did really touched me, and made me really emotional. And I went there Wednesday the 31st and thanked everybody, because what they did was just so tremendous. A greeting card and a thank you card wouldn't have sufficed. I really felt it necessary to go there personally and fist bump some people and just give some love back and say thank you for what they did, because I really appreciate it. So thank you all once again. And I'm going to say ta-ta for now, and I'll do another chemotherapy around 1 in the morning here, 13 hours from now, and we'll talk about it tomorrow and see how we did. So take it easy.